I discovered when I thought, maybe I just have a look at Spotify what this cantata sounds like Herz und Mund und habe und Leben. It was impossible to find. You always get like the choral. It's always Jesus, joy of man's desiring, and it's for cello or for panflute, and it can be anything.
This melody has perpetrated into all walks of life, into the pop genre, into the folk genre. It's a melody that speaks to everyone. And even if it's been put into an electrified version, it's still recognisable and we still know where it comes from.
It's difficult to know why it's so popular, because Bach himself was not a salesman. He didn't promote the piece, so it's probably the wedding industry or something. Researchers say that when we listen to music, it's almost always like in a game where you get rewards when you're guessing right and you have a certain expectancy. And it's of course boring if you're always right and the predictions your brain makes always comes out right. Then it's just a boring tune, and if it's completely random and you have no clue, then you feel lost and it's also boring. The balance must be right. I mean, that's easy, and then that's really difficult to get at the first round. But then and it comes again, and so this mix.
And then, of course, it's coupled with the chorale that comes then after the. Again, how simple is that? I mean, how simple is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. That's all, ascending, descending, and yet it speaks to us all. And it's the same thing with the main theme. Terribly simple, and I think it's this simplicity that drives so deeply into the hearts of all the listeners.
I could immediately come up with a lot of associations that if you speak about Jesus will always stay with me through all my life, good or bad, whatever happens, then of course this it's the life, the path of life which goes up and down and is always there, and Jesus always with me. On the other hand, it could also be if you hear in the aria before, the bass is singing something about waters, Bäche, something. So that could also be a stream. And even a third thing I thought about, it could also be an entanglement, like Jesus is entangling you and your life all the time. It's the belief, and it's always around you and so on. So that's great.
I guess for me the overriding emotion of the chorale is one of peace and coming home. And it's so beautifully simplistic, and there's no tension in it apart from not being able to breathe. There's no tension in it. It's a place of happiness. It's a place of coming home.